Learners, welcome to Joy Learning Basic Classroom for Basic 5. My name is Eric Owusu. You can also call me Say Love Ghana. Today we have science. When we talk about science, we mean knowledge to solve problems. That is why you need to take your science lesson seriously. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel at Joy Learning TV. At Joy Learning TV. Very good. In this lesson, you are going to do a lot of exercises. So I'm going to engage you a lot. Take your pens and books as we go through our lesson for today. Our topic for today is life processes of living things. Life processes of living things. Let us look at our objectives for today. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to 1. Explain the terms living and non-living things. List some examples of living and non-living things. State and explain some of the life processes which are common among living things. State and explain some of the life processes which are common among living things. I want you to do this exercise now. Just look around you, wherever you are. Look around you. There are many things you can see, right? There are a lot of things you can see around you. So I just want you to take your pens and books. I'll give you time to do this exercise. So take your pens and books and get ready for this exercise. Just name some of the things you can see around you. Name some of the things you can see around you. And you have 1 minute for this exercise. And your time starts now. Well done. So, let's see some of the things you wrote. You can see umbrella. Some of you, those who have umbrellas there. Chair. Human beings. Goats. Table. Trees. Television. Book. Radio, pencil, pen, and a lot more. You can see some of these things around you. Good. Now, things we see around us can be grouped into 2. Things we see around us can be grouped into 2. We have the living and the non-living things. The living things and the non-living things. When do you call a thing alive? When can we call a thing alive? That something is living. So let's look at it. When the thing can eat, you are living. When the thing can grow, the thing is a living thing. When the thing can move, in other words, walk. When the thing can remove waste products from the body. Good. So, in simple terms, living things are things that have life because they can grow, they can move, they can eat. So we say they are living, so they have life. So living things are things that have life. And we say the thing has life, it means that the thing can eat, can drink, can move, can breathe, and a lot more. So, now that you know this, that living things are things that have life in them, I hope you can give me a lot of examples. Good. So take your pens and books and let's go through this exercise. Write down 6 examples of living things. 6 examples of living things. And your time starts now. Very good. Well done. So let's see examples, some examples of living things. So we have cattle on your screen, duck, tree, human being, housefly, dog, coconut, sunflower, and a lot more. Very good. So now that we've looked at living things, let's now focus on the non-living thing. When we say non-living thing, we mean the thing cannot have life. So they are the things that do not have life. The things that do not have life in them. So it means that the thing cannot breathe, cannot walk, cannot eat, drink. So there are a lot of things you can see around that cannot breathe, walk, eat, drink like you. Is that also? Very good. So, just take your pens and books. Just write anything that you can see that cannot breathe, walk, eat, and a lot more. So give me examples of non-living things. Just write 5 for me in 1 minute, and your time starts now. Well done. You've done so well. Let's look at examples of non-living things. So, your pen and pencil you are using, television, table, book, chair, umbrella, radio, the pen, your computer or the laptop, printer, and camera, a lot more. I know you were able to write a lot of examples of non-living things. Good. So, all living things perform basic function in order to survive. All living things perform basic function in order to survive. So, the process by which living things perform basic function in order to survive is called life processes. The process by which living things perform basic functions in order to survive is. So, just like you perform certain things, you do certain things in order to survive. Is that also? Good. So, can you just get some for me? So, write down 4 life processes of living things. Anything we do to survive. Can you just write some of them for me? Take your pens and books and write just 4 life processes of living things. And your time starts right away. Well done. So let's look at some of the things you wrote down. Okay. So, life processes of living things. What do we do to survive? Nutrition. You eat and drink. We grow. So, growth is part of the life processes. We breathe. That is respiration. We reproduce. All living things bring forth young ones. So reproduction. Excretion. We remove waste from the body. Sensitivity. That we respond to changes within the environment. So we are going to explain these life processes one after the other. So let's look at growth. Growth refers to a reversible increase in the size and mass of plants and animals. A reversible increase in the size and mass of plants and animals. You were a baby, and now look at you now. So you've grown. So you are 11, 10. So animals grow from babies to adults. Plants grow from young plants to mature plants. Stages of growth of living thing. And let's look at birth. So the bird will lay egg. It will hatch the egg. So you see. So the hatched egg, then the chick comes out. Then we have the hen. So these are the stages of growth of a bird. Very good. Let's look at mammals. So we have calf, young cow, will grow to mother cow. So cow or a cattle is a living thing because it grows. Now, when you go to plants, we have the maize seed. We have, when you grow it, develop, or you plant it, develop to young plant. Then you have matured maize plant. So, plant is a living thing. Let's look at humans. A child or a baby, young child. Then we have the adults. So humans are also living things. So let's look at the next life process, respiration. So let's look at respiration. So it is the process by which food substances, usually glucose, are broken down within the cells of organism to release energy. The process by which food substances, usually glucose, are broken down within the cells of organisms to release energy. And humans, we take oxygen. And this oxygen goes and acts on the glucose to break it down to release energy for us. So humans take in oxygen, plants take in carbon dioxide to also prepare their food. And the process is what we call photosynthesis by plants. So we take in oxygen. The fish also live in water, take in oxygen from the water. The plant also take in carbon dioxide to prepare their food. So they all undertake what we call respiration. The next life processes of living thing is sensitivity to the environment. Now, sensitivity, it is when living things can sense what is going on around them and are able to respond to them. When living things can sense what is going on around them and are able to respond to them, we say they are sensitive to the environment. So when you respond to changes that occur in your environment, we say you are sensitive to your environment. The changes in the environment are called stimuli. The changes that may occur in the environment are called stimuli. These include light, heat, water, sound, and a lot more. So for human, if you touch something very hot, you feel it. So you are very sensitive to heat. When you get close to fire, you feel it. Now you taste something. Use your sense of taste. You are sensitive to that particular thing. Your sense of smell. You smell something, you are sensitive to that particular thing. Now, when someone touches you, you feel it. It is only dead people that will not feel any touch from anybody. So it means that you are sensitive. So you are a living thing. Good. Now, let's look at plants. Are they also sensitive? Very good. Plants, they are very, very sensitive. For example, mimosa plant, very, very sensitive. When you touch it, the leaves, it closes. So watch this video carefully. When you touch it, it closes. So watch this on your screen. There's a mimosa plant. I'll touch it now. And look at the leaf carefully. You see it? So it means that the mimosa plant is also sensitive to its environment, sensitive to touch. Immediately you touch the leaf, it closes. So we say plants are also living things because they are sensitive. Very good. Excretion. So when you are able to remove waste substances from plants and animals, we call it excretion. So it is the removal of waste substances from plants and animals. Now, the organs responsible for excretion in animals are the skin, the lungs, and the kidney. The skin, the lungs, and the kidneys. So, the skin will excrete or will get rid of sweat, which is the waste product. The lung will also remove and the kidney will also remove urea, which is the major component of urine. So the sweat, carbon dioxide, urea are called excretory products. Excretory products. Very good. So let's go over our lesson for today. We say living things are the things that have life. When we say something has life, we mean the thing can breathe, walk, eat, drink, etc. We give examples of living things as cattle, butterfly, dog, human being, duck, guinea fowl, sunflower, tree, a lot more that you can think of. Then, non-living things are the things that do not have life in them. They are the things that do not have life in them. And when we say they do not have life, we mean they cannot breathe, they cannot walk, eat, drink, and a lot more. So we gave examples as what? Chair, radio, television, a lot, book, pencil, umbrella, and a lot more. We say all living things perform basic functions in order to survive. And this basic function is what we call life processes. And we look at some of them. So the process by which living things perform basic function in order to survive is called life processes. Some of the life processes are growth, excretion, sensitivity, and respiration. We look at growth, and we said growth refers to what? A reversible increase in the size and mass of plants and animals. So that is why we grow old. We don't grow young. We grow old. Baby, then we become adults. So we are living things. Animals grow from babies to adults. Plants grow from young plants to mature plants. We look at respiration. And we said it is the process by which food substances are broken down within the cells of organisms to release energy. And this food substance is what we call glucose in the body. So human beings take in oxygen, plants take in carbon dioxide to prepare their food. And the process is what we call what? Photosynthesis. We also look at sensitivity. When do we say something is sensitive? We say it is when living things can sense what is going on around them and are able to respond to them. That is why human beings, we use all our 5 senses to respond to things that are sensitive. So when you respond to changes that occur in your environment, we say you are sensitive to your environment. The changes in the environment are called stimuli. And these stimuli include light, heat, water, sound, touch, a lot more. We also look at excretion. And we say when you remove waste substances from plants and animals, that is what we call excretion. And plants excrete carbon dioxide. From the plant excretes what we call oxygen. After they have used the carbon dioxide, they excrete the oxygen for you and I. The organs responsible for excretion in animals are the skin, lungs, and the kidneys. Some excretory products are urea, which is excreted by what? The kidney. The sweat, excreted by what? The skin. And the carbon dioxide, excreted by the lung. Okay, so I want you to do this exercise for me. Look at this carefully. Take your pen and book. Write down the letter of the pictures that shows I, an egg, I, a hatched egg, I, young fowl or chick, and IV, hen. So look at it carefully. In just 1 minute, identify which of the letters represent the egg, hatched egg, young fowl, and the hen. And your time starts immediately. Very good. Our time is up. Let's look at our answers. So, the egg letter C. Hatch, egg. D, chick. We have the E, and hen is the letter F. I hope you're able to get everything correctly. Good. So, you have this assignment. Take your pens and books and write this assignment. List 4 examples of life processes in plants and animals. 2. Name 2 changes in the environment that living things can respond to. And number 3, name 2 excretory products of animals. Name 2 excretory products of animals. So write them in your books. Okay. Thank you, learners. This brings our lesson for today to an end. Do the assignment and send it to our YouTube channel, Joy Learning TV. And I will mark it and give you the feedback. Till we meet again, this has been your facilitator, Eric Owusu. Bye-bye.